All right, Hebrews, I ain't gonna leave everybody in suspense, man, about that post that I made. Okay, we was in some captivities and bondage in the promised land, you know what I'm saying, when we transgress. The judges is full of that. Okay, we was in the Assyrian captivity. You know, they took the soldiers away, but they come home. You know what I'm saying? Our heritage and our history, you know, was still continuing. Okay, it's this final act that we did in the book of Jeremiah that set everything in motion that we going through now today and stuff. You see, we never recovered from what happened in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 15, 16, 17, and 18. The whole Hebrew nation told the prophet Jeremiah that we wasn't going to do the covenant no more. And this is what we said. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by a great multitude, even all the people that dwelled in the land of Egypt, in Petros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken to us in the name of the Elohim, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing go forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of food, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by famine. We were so messed up in the mind, we thought the Babylonians was coming into the promised land and chasing us out into Africa, because we wasn't doing the Egyptian religion. And we went to Egypt and abandoned our whole covenant, everything. We abandoned everything, and that was our last act. And how you know that them people, the millions, didn't come out of Egypt? Because you had the exile prophets. You know what I'm saying? The ones that was taken to Babylon. That's the prophet Ezra, Nehemiah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. Those 5 prophets, you'll never see no history in them books mentioning the Queen of Heaven worshipers coming back out. That's us. That was the last act. We didn't recover from that. We didn't recover from that. And that's why we was enslaved. And our whole heritage is lost. And it fit identical to the curses, because we are them that told the Creator that we weren't going to do his law no more, and that we was going into Egypt to worship the Egyptian religion, and that we was through with the covenant. So that was our final act. We never recover from that. We never recover from that. We never recover from that. And if somebody think that we recovered and come back out of Egypt back to the promised land, it ain't nowhere in the Tanakh. And them prophets was there that came from Babylon. They was waiting on them folks that went into Egypt to say that they was going to worship the Queen of Heaven to come back. That would have changed everything. But that didn't happen. That's why slavery came down on us. That's why we was enslaved, and that's why our heritage was blotted out. And we abandoned our heritage to the Sephardi Jews and the Ashkenazi Jews. See, we abandoned our heritage to them. They was placed in the promised land, the Sephardi's, under the name Sephardim, 2 Kings 17:24, 722 BC. The Sephardim cover the Sephardi, Sephardic, and Sephardim Jews. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We abandoned our heritage to them. You know what I'm saying? They never went into Africa with us to worship the Queen of Heaven. You see what I'm saying? That's why our whole heritage was blotted out, because what happened in the book of Jeremiah? The book of Jeremiah set it off. That was it. That was the final chapter. Shalom.